These two Joeys have always been model pupils. But 10 miles away in Alice Springs, Rolga's friend Anne-Marie has a house guest who isn't so cooperative. Wayward wallaby Rocky.
Don't bite. Don't bite. This is Rocky, and he's my little black-footed rock wallaby. I've got a room out the back for him, and he's got shelves and he can bounce all over those. But he started pulling the paint and eating the cornices in there as well, and I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do, you know? He's at the point where he's got to go and be a wild animal. He's got to realise that he's actually a wallaby and he doesn't live in a house. No, don't eat my nails.
Rolga's offered to take on the tearaway, and time is of the essence.
Don't.
The wallaby's relationship with Anne-Marie is starting to hit the rocks.
Don't bite.
Rolga's promised to build him his very own enclosure at the sanctuary. Without it, Rocky will have nowhere to go.
No one else is willing to do this for Rocky. But I am. Have I taken on more than I can chew? That's what's going through my head. People must look at me and think, this guy's a complete nutter.
Rolga's never looked after a rock wallaby before. The kangaroos he usually cares for are at home in the flat desert scrub of his 90-acre sanctuary, whereas Rocky belongs in the mountains. But before he can be released, he needs to get used to the unfamiliar terrain, or he won't have the skills he needs to survive. So Rolga has to create a habitat from scratch.
If I don't do this, Rocky has no future. So I've just got to build him a beautiful rockery so he can hop up, become agile, become strong, rehab him to get him back to the bush. That's all I'm seeing.
The building materials for Rocky's rockery have just arrived. A lorry load of Australian sandstone. Rocky's rehab isn't coming cheap.